the best fucking podcast in the world. I'm JD, and today we have with us some very special guests. A band actually from out of Alberta and out of Calgary for a change. We've got Hidden Voices. So if you guys just want to sound off for those listening on iTunes.
I'm Landon, and I play lead guitar and backing screams.
I'm Josh, I just do drums.
I'm Kyle, I backing vocals and bass.
And I'm Jacob, lead vocals. I like to scream.
Nice. So you guys are in Calgary. You've had a couple shows over the last couple nights. Mm-hmm. So it's just a quick, Western jaunt for you guys, or?
Just more of just come change the pace, come out to Calgary.
Yeah, we have no scene in Saskatoon whatsoever, so it's just a nice change to have people that actually want to listen to our style of music.
Right. So how would you guys define yourselves, like musically, band-wise? Like what?
Probably somewhere between metalcore and deathcore, but we kind of flutter around. We're kind of diverse, so
right.
We like to stay that way.
Yeah, we have
kind of flutter from like deathcore in some parts of songs to like post-hardcore and other ones.
Mm. Yeah. At one point we had a punk song even, but
we no longer play that song.
Right. So your audience, you're saying in Saskatoon for that kind of music is a little limited, or?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, extremely.
Okay.
It's a lot more like country and blues than it is metal.
Right. Well, Calgary has some of that too. I mean, Calgary obviously has a huge country influence, and there's a lot of country musicians going around. But I mean, we do definitely have a large metal scene with Calgary Beercore and a lot of the other guys. So, how were the two shows for you guys?
Pretty good. Yeah, we played Distortions on the Thursday night, and then last night, Friday, we played at Vern's. So it was two good places.
Yeah, Vern's was probably our best turnout so far. Like
honestly, I think it was the best show we've ever played as a band.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played with a lot of great bands over the past 2 days, so
had a blast.
Yeah, it was great. We made a lot of great friends.
Right. So you guys, you just done this stop now, and you're heading back home now. Is that?
Yeah.
So from this point on, what are you looking to do?
Well, we want to come back sometime soon, probably in June.
Yeah,
right?
We're thinking of June, probably doing a Canadian tour or something like that. We've got one set up for Ontario, so we might come back out here, go all the way to Vancouver and back.
Nice. So musically, you're between metalcore and stuff. So what are your influences? Like who influenced you guys musically? I see some Blink 182 shirts. I get that as well.
We kind of all had different influences. Like for me, like I'm like the progressive metal and stuff like that, like Avenged Sevenfold and Dream Theater and stuff. And then like Josh even goes to Blink 182. So
I'd always been more like, when I was younger and stuff, I used to listen to a lot more punk or like pop punk or punk rock type of thing. So that was like more of my influence. But then like when Landon got involved with the band, he wanted to be writing more metal stuff, and then I found it really fun. So it was a good change of pace.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, I got influenced by like Angus Young when I was a little kid, like 5 or 6. And then I kind of just started finding more and more influences, like Sean Long from While She Sleeps, and just other bands, and it was just led to me being a lot heavier over the years.
Right. That's quite a journey from Angus Young, really.
Yeah.
I kind of started out with like Our Lady Peace, Matthew Goodband kind of stuff, and then I moved on to like straight metal. I went to like Suicide Silence, Whitechapel, and now that's really what I listen to.
Right. So when you guys are writing, how does that work? I mean, there's a broad range of musicianal influences that you've got going on. How does that all come about with writing?
Well, for the past little bit, it's been pretty hard, I'd have to say, because we just had this one roadblock, and it was just insanely hard to write music. But that's out of the way now, so like we don't really have much going against us.
Next time we come back to Calgary, we should have some good new stuff.
Right. Yeah. Right. So who takes the lead in writing, or is it a group thing, or is somebody bringing stuff in and you're sitting down and working off that, or you jamming?
It's kind of like a collaborative thing. Like Landon will start writing a guitar riff. It's like, okay, I'll see what I can do for bass wise, and then we throw in drums and see where we go from there. We had one song that we were having Josh was having difficult writing, and it's like, well, I played drums too, so I just tried something out, and it ended up being pretty good.
Yeah.
So we just kind of go off like each other.
Yeah, generally somebody just comes in and we work off of that,
Nice.
whatever they bring in.
And it's really great too because of the fact that it's like Jacob plays guitar as well, so there will be some times where like he'll bring a guitar riff to the table or something, and then Landon can use that in a song that like he's been writing, and then like same thing that Kyle had just said with the whole like he drums as well, so it's like like if I'm stuck at a certain part, he can just join in and be like, okay, well, what if you do this? And then I'm just like, oh shit, why didn't I think of that?
It's really helpful having all the other perspectives.
Yeah.
Right. So you're a 4-piece or a 5?
We were a 5-piece,
Right.
and just recently we lost a member, and
Right.
now we're a 4-piece.
So is there any plans to replace that individual within the?
I think down the
we're just
line-
gonna stay a 4-piece for a while, because like after this weekend, I think we function a lot better as a 4-piece.
Yeah.
That's just my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I think
it was nice having another guitarist, but at the same time, it was a pain in the ass.
Right.
more
right.
difficult writing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, because you're writing for 2 guitars now instead of
Yeah.
like 1 guitar. So
Yeah.
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 like I've been in a 5-piece band, and it's kind of nice, but a 4-piece I kind of enjoy it. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's more options in 5, but I mean, there's definitely, there's guys that do it with 3. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do it with less. I mean, drum and bass is a genre for a reason. I mean, you're able to accomplish different things musically, and
side project. Yeah, so it's kind of been fun writing with just the 4 of us. So
Yeah,
we wrote a couple songs in these past couple weeks, and they turned out pretty well. So we had one instrumental that we played last night. It's called Victims. It's a pretty nice song.
Really nice song.
so you're actively writing a fair bit of material right now.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're looking to produce an EP, or are you looking towards a full
Yeah.
album? What's sort of the
EP first.
EP
Yeah.
first?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
currently working on one right now, shooting for hopefully March. So about 4 songs we'll get in for that one.
Nice. So all the writing's done for that, or are you still sort of?
All the writing's
Constructing.
done for it, I think. We just need to sit down and record. And we've got a friend that's is going to a school for recording.
Right.
So on his own spare time, he's bringing us into the studio and recording for us.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're just compensating when we can and where we can.
right. So once you got the album gone, that's when you're looking to tour next year. That's sort of
Yeah.
the plan is album tour,
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
back on thing. In the meantime, just kind of slug out a few shows and get your music to a few different people. I mean, obviously, coming to Calgary, you're probably opening up to a
Yeah,
bit of a different crowd. I mean, have you played in Saskatoon? You guys are from
Yeah.
Saskatoon.
Oh,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
we played a
Yeah.
few shows there, but they haven't necessarily
Yeah,
been the greatest.
we do like a
Yeah.
jam night, and every time we're playing our heaviest stuff, and they're just kind of like sitting there like, okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to fit where we're going.
Right.
So it was way better out here
Right.
by far.
And Saskatoon's more progressive as far as music goes because of the population, right? It's heavily, the
Mhm.
universities there and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. A lot more. I've never been to Saskatoon. I'll admit that right off the hop. But I've been to Regina, and it's a different feel in a lot of
Mhm.
ways.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
So
It's smaller.
yeah. So what else you guys have going on? Anything interesting on the way out here?
No, just probably going back to Saskatoon, take a couple weeks off, just de-stress from this past couple weeks, and go from there, and we'll get
Come
back
with some
together.
fresh material.
Did you find that there's a lot of stress buildup coming out?
There were a few times we got at each other's throats.
I feel like we were fine, and then our guitarist left, and that's kind of just the biggest roadblock we've ever had to face as a band.
Right.
And it was hard on us as a band and as individuals.
Yeah, especially having to compensate without that guitar.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus only having like 3 weeks to do it too. It was
Less than 3 weeks, man.
2 weeks, 2 practices even. So
But obviously, you guys pulled together and pulled through, and you
Yeah.
know, you're
Yeah.
sitting here now, and you played the shows that you were going to play. So I mean, obviously, you were able to adapt to that situation. You feel that little bit of adversity made you, the four of you that remain, that much tighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Tighter, stronger.
Yeah, we're a much stronger band than we were 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And it's funny how some of that adversity sometimes, pulls out the best of you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
In those situations, right? I mean, because I know a lot of bands, when things like that happen, they just throw up their arms and that's it. They would have canceled their shows, and that would have simply been
Yeah, I didn't want to cancel the shows because it's like we ended up headlining last night's at Vern's, and it's like, well, if we cancel on them now, good luck ever coming back to Calgary. Because
Right.
And we were just so excited for it all together, for just ourselves.
Yeah. So this is your first jaunt to Calgary as well.
Yeah.
Well, other than Kyle.
I used to live in Calgary, and I played a few bands around the area. So
Yeah. So how did you all find Vern's and Distortion as venues to play at?
Kyle.
I started out as the band's manager, so
Right.
and then I slowly worked into being the bassist. So it's like, well, I had connections in Calgary, so I just sent out a few emails and got us a show. We were supposed to have a show tonight at Lord Nelson's, but last month things changed and we got pulled out of it.
Right.
Music-wise, because the guy who was setting it up said, no, we're not doing music for them anymore, so we're pulling you out. He tried to find us a show but couldn't, so we went from 3 shows to 2.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate, but you get a day to kick around town.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, this guy's never been outside of Saskatoon even, so.
I've been
Oh
to
wow! So
Edmonton.
what's the plan for the day then? I guess is
Well, just since I've lived in Calgary for about 3 years, I just kind of take them around and show them a few places. So took them downtown last night. It's kind of, they were like, oh, look at this building.
Oh, the mountains. I've never seen mountains before. I was just,
oh wow, you've really never actually been out of.
I've been a Lloydminster, and then I went to Edmonton with my school once. So, like,
Edmonton's getting closer. Sorry you had to experience that. But,
band trips.
yeah.
Well, we'll hopefully go to Edmonton for a show, so.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you're going to start hitting up. I imagine you'll start hitting up things like Edmonton and Lethbridge, and
Yeah, trying to
picking
get
the reach out
Yeah.
exactly.
a little bit further. How did you find the feedback last night to your music?
Insanely positive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Definitely.
Vern's even said, we want you back, like, when you're coming down. Like, we'll book you again.
Yeah.
So,
It was actually awesome, the feedback that we got. It was, like, inspiring to keep going.
Yeah.
yeah, great bands last night. We had Soundscraper, Graveyard Nemesis, Born for Tomorrow. They really killed it.
Yeah.
They really did.
Oh, they were insane.
Yeah.
Their presence, the sound, everything.
Yeah.
Great.
They've had a few shows under their belt.
Oh yeah, yeah. We've had Soundscraper on here before, so yeah, I'm very familiar with that one. I mean, that's really cool that you guys had the opportunity to sort of headline that, and
Yeah.
and the fact that you're getting positive
Mm-hmm.
positive feedback, especially since you're indicating that Saskatchewan not necessarily hitting. I'm surprised a little bit. I would think that there would be a little bit of a scene at least.
There's
a bit of a
but
scene.
you have to dig extremely deep for it.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You
Yeah,
gotta,
like
It's
some of the places that
not
we,
there.
yeah, some of the
You really
places
gotta-
we were going to, we tried to get in one place called Bud's, and they're like, well, send us a demo and we'll see, because we're kind of blues and country, so we
Wow.
don't really do metal. Another place, they basically we had another band that was supposed to come with us tomorrow night or last night to Vern's, but they ended up having to cancel at the last second. They were told they're too heavy and they're a lot lighter than we are.
Oh, wow.
So they got told not to.
Wow.
Plus, with this guy being not 19 yet, and since the legal limit is 19, it's kind of hard to get in places.
Oh, I see. Well,
So-
well, they do that. I mean, they do that here. I know there's some bands
Yeah.
that'll actually go on, but you know, whoever's the underage has to leave immediately after the
Yeah.
set. They can't stay. They'll make those exceptions in some places, not all.
Yeah, there's one place that will do it. If you're on stage, that's great. If you're not, then they have a restaurant that you basically sit at. So
I almost had to sit in there one day because I forgot my ID.
Oh.
You're older than me, which is hilarious, and I didn't get ID'd.
So you say the scene's buried. So is a lot of the stuff that's happening back home for you guys? Is it mostly, you know, like put on by the community itself? You know, sort of self-sufficient shows or house shows, or you know, how's that sort of transpired?
yeah, we have to basically find our own shows. There's one place that we could book our own show, and we make the set. It's just like we
Set up
rent the
on that.
venue kind of thing.
Right.
So they have all the sound equipment, we just rent it.
Right. Nice.
So we'll hopefully try to do that with a couple of other bands. We've got one band from Radisson, Saskatchewan we might tour with.
Nice.
So
I have no idea where Radisson.
neither do I. Apparently,
Neither do I, and I live there.
apparently it's like probably an hour north of Saskatoon, something like
Right.
that.
Yeah. Nice. So, best place if guys are looking to find out more about you, where's the best place to find your stuff, find your music, find what you've got going on, finding out where you're going to be, all that kind of good stuff.
Facebook, YouTube, and Bandcamp.
All right. So,
We're gonna have a website too soon as well.
Yeah, I'm currently working on a website. I had to put a stop to it for a little bit. After we get, like, we videotaped our Vern show last night and got some pictures. So once I get all that, then the website should be up within a month or two. It will also have our one-track Devious. It's on Bandcamp, it's on YouTube, so you can find that. It will be on the website that you can download for your own purposes and stuff. Found out yesterday actually that Canadian Extreme Metal Radio played our song Devious.
oh, nice.
Yeah, that was fucking hype.
So we had them like the page, and then they played it. So
That's always positive. So,
Yeah.
I mean, especially, you know, when you're starting out and stuff, if you're getting radio play, and hopefully you guys, you know, have your SoCan stuff set out so you get your royalties and all that kind of good stuff from radio play, which is always important. But no, it's always good when people are finding you that way. So Facebook, it's what's the page extension? Hidden Voices, or
yeah, it's just Hidden Voices. Sometimes it might come up with something different. I know I tried. There's another band called Hidden Voices. So
Voices 306, is it not?
it's actually Sask. If you actually type it in,
Hidden Voices.
it's like Sask Hidden Voices. It will be up. Basically, it's just like this logo right here. So.
No, it's the green one.
Oh yeah.
Oh
we
yeah, it is
changed
a green one. Yeah, we changed it. So it's
What's
like
that?
a little green circle with
Design
an X
thing.
in the middle. So
But basically, it's just facebook.com/Sask Hidden Voices.
Nice. Well, as always, we will throw the links down below. So these guys are Hidden Voices. Make sure to check their stuff out. Always remember to like, subscribe, smash those buttons, and we will catch you next week. So I'm JD.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Josh.
I'm Landon.
Check out Hidden Voices. See ya.
Stay metal.